The Lord be with you. I'm Deacon Keith Fournier, and our first reading is taken from the book of the prophet Isaiah. Thus says Yahweh, make fair judgment your concern, act with justice, for soon my salvation will come, and my saving justice be manifest. As for foreigners who adhere to Yahweh to serve him, to love Yahweh's name and become his servants, all who observe the Sabbath, not profaning it, and cling to my covenant, these I shall lead to my holy mountain and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and sacrifices will be accepted on my altar. For my house will be called a house of prayer for all peoples. And our response is taken from Psalm 67. Then the earth will acknowledge your ways, and all nations your power to save. Let the nations praise you, God. Let all the nations praise you. Let the nations praise you, God. Let all the nations praise you. The earth has yielded its produce. God, our God, has blessed us. And our second reading is from the letter of the Apostle Paul to the Romans. Let me say then to you Gentiles that as far as I am an apostle to the Gentiles, I take pride in this work of service. And I want it to be the means of rousing to envy the people who are my own blood relations, and so of saving some of them. Since their rejection meant the reconciliation of the world, do you know what their reacceptance will mean? Nothing less than life from the dead. There is no change of mind on God's part about the gifts he has made or of his choice. Just as you were in the past disobedient to God, but now you've been shown mercy through their disobedience, so in the same way, they are disobedient now, so that through the mercy shown to you, they too will receive mercy. God has imprisoned all human beings in their own disobedience, only to show mercy to them all. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. Jesus left that place and withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon. And suddenly out came a Canaanite woman from that district and started shouting, Lord, Son of David, take pity on me. My daughter is tormented by a devil. But he said not a word in answer to her. And his disciples went and pleaded with him, saying, give her what she wants, because she keeps shouting after us. He said in reply, I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But the woman had come up and was bowing low before him. Lord, she said, help me. He replied, it is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to little dogs. She retorted, ah, yes, Lord. But even little dogs eat the scraps that fall from their master's table. Then Jesus answered her, woman, you have great faith. Let your desire be granted. And from that moment, her daughter was well again. The Gospel of the Lord.